Minister of Housing and Local Government Richard Frederick's presentation to the lower house regarding the 2024-2025 appropriations bill praised the Philip J Pierre administration for their steadfast and ongoing support of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force. Frederick recognized that the crime situation in St. Lucia is dire, and as a result, the issue of national security is one that has to be pushed to the forefront. According to the minister, nobody likes crime.
One murder, if you ask me, is already too many. And that's why this government is making all relevant resources available to the police. This government has held no balls or asked any minister to model to raise funds for the police. As a matter of policy, the law enforcement should be a national priority. The police should not be treated in that manner.
From the demolition of the police headquarters, the relocation of central office, the overall lack of proper facilities to carry out their day-to-day crime-fighting tasks, Frederick continued to point out the poor treatment and mismanagement of the RSLPF under the Alan Chasney-led United Workers' Party administration. He notes the very administration which placed the police in a compromising position, unable to fulfill their duties, is now in opposition, belittling the Pierre administration's efforts.
They are the very ones who had done all in their powers to ensure that the police are not properly equipped with the relevant necessities to combat crime. But they are the very ones who have everything negative to say about an assiduous effort, Mr. Speaker, by this government to right their wrong. Even Coco, Mr. Speaker, from his vantage point in very close proximity to our Maker, God bless his soul, can see what this government is doing in relation to national security.
According to Frederick, more has been done for the police force in the last 3 years than in the previous 5.
This government has reinstated the police training vote. The most vehicles in less than 3 years. More vehicles in less than 3 years than the entire 5 of the former last administration. Custody suites is almost completed, Mr. Speaker. The Northern Divisional Headquarters is proceeding with alacrity, Mr. Speaker. But no, they will do well by tarnishing St. Lucia's name without giving an iota of a clue as to what this government is doing in relation to law enforcement.
In an April 24th press release updating the public on their efforts for the first quarter of 2024, the Royal St. Lucia Police Force enhanced crime reduction and prevention through strategies like community engagement, intelligent-driven policing, stakeholder participation, and streamlined patrols. Quote, this has marginalized in the form of increased captures of suspects at large, continued firearm recoveries, increased operations to include searches and traffic checkpoints, and increased arrest and subsequent charging of serious crime offenders, particularly homicides. End quote. Commissioner Crusita Descartes-Pellius prioritizes partnership with the public. For Choice News Now, I am Chelsea Austinay.